Hello everyone and welcome back to Yoshi's Woolly World on the Nintendo Wii U. I am one wild sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're entering World 2-3, Walk the Chomp to Unwind. And the fantastic coloured Yoshi, I'm not playing as anymore for one particular reason. I lost him. I couldn't find him. I couldn't change into him. It spun me out. So, welcome to World 2-3. Now, as you can probably guess, we got Chain Chomps to deal with. And Chain Chomps obviously reoccur enemy in both Mario and Yoshi series. And I love Chain Chomps. They're pretty cool. What can I say? Anyway, these Chain Chomps are quite unique because of the way they work. Well, let's just say they're not that big a big deal, you know, ladies and gentlemen, because one thing that's quite unique about these variety Chain Chomp is you can actually throw wool balls at them and make them as docile as a puppy. Not so much as loyal as a puppy as Robocop would want you to say, but yeah, as docile as a puppy, because look at the cute little goat ball. Basically, yeah, they're really vicious things until you throw a yarn ball at them, in which case they become basically a chomp rock, which is a mechanic that a lot of people who played the original Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo will be familiar with. I can with today, guys. And the big deal with these chomp rocks is you can push them. And there's usually a lot of puzzles involving these things, so you know, it's going to be quite an interesting thing. Especially during the course of this stage, because this stage is primarily nothing but these chomp puzzles. There's tons of puzzles involving these mooks. For example, how are we going to get hold of this yarn cluster that's inside these, that's encapsulated by here? All you need to do is lure the chomp up here when he's not in his yarn form, which you can unyarn him just by eating the yarn off him again, and pushing him into the, into the blocks to clear the way, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a lot of puzzles like that in this particular stage, and this is one of the trickier stages to find everything in on your first time through, at least I feel anyway. It took me a good, I don't know how long it took me to get this stage in particular done, but I know this particular recording session, which was just this part, took me 2 hours to record the entirety of, ladies and gentlemen, so, yeah, it can be quite frustrating at times, especially when you make stupid mistakes like I do. Because a lot of the things in this stage are mainly puzzles, and you do need to know what to do at the exact right times to connect a lot to the happy faces, because the happy faces are very easy to miss. Now, I find the happy faces are usually generally... No, jump! Ugh. My buttocks! That was rather painful. I do find a lot of the happy faces are a lot harder to find for the most part in comparison to the yarn balls, because I don't know, I just feel like they stick the yarn balls in positions easier to find. I think that's primarily because they know, people are gonna want to be collecting these yarn balls in order to get extra Yoshi skins, you know? Because the Yoshi skins are, as far as I can tell, they're completely optional. Even though it's part of the plot, you can avoid these things for the most part, because I don't think anything's really locked behind them. Don't quote me. I still unbeat the game at the time of saying this, so it could be something at the end that's locked out by how many yarn thingies you collect. So, but I'm just assuming there's not much. I know there's a secret stage in every world that's just locked by how many whatchamacallits you have. Wow, I'm bad with words today. You know, there's a secret stage in every world that's locked by how many happy faces you have, so, yeah, there's that. And you guys should know that by now, because, well, you've already beat one of those secret levels, haven't you? Anyway, what I just got there was one of the harder happy faces in the stage to find. Even though it looked easy enough to find, trust me, I had a pain in the ass finding that one, ladies and gentlemen, because I was just sitting there for ages. The one I'm about to get here next is actually the one I found beforehand, because, well, this one's a simple puzzle. You just need to lure the Chain Chomp up here, wool it up. It actually looks quite nice in green. and just destroy everyone. She will all bow before the power of the wool. I will be the one knitting your future, and your future will soon be unraveled. I can really imagine evil Yoshi being a thing. Evil yarn Yoshi. Actually, that reminds me of a gimmick I was going to perform for this LP that I didn't really do at the end of the day just because, well, I was in a rush to get these videos started, which was, I was going to have this little gimmick involving my Yoshi amiibo, my yarn Yoshi amiibo, and have a little gimmick of it being possessed by a demon and, oh, good now, mortals! So now I take over the world! And I was going to end the video with a witty one-liner each time. But due to time constraints, I wanted to get this out in the open. You know, I did as much as I could to keep the episodes entertaining. I still went up with my usual quality assurance thing, which is why it took a bit longer than I wanted for the part 1 to come out, but you know. Sometimes I'm too picky for my own good. What can I say? Anyway, now in this next area by here, we do need to manipulate these screw platforms. As you can guess, you just need to ground pound the screw platforms in order to make them go down. If you make them go down, then you will be able to create a way for the yarn chain chomp. I don't know why I'm speaking in an accent. We must create a path for the yarn chain chomp. Yes. I do apologize if I'm offending anyone with that accent, even though I'm actually not even sure what accent I'm mimicking. But yeah, apologies if I offend anyone with that. Anyway, yeah, we just need to move these push the correct color coded things in order to make the left hand side bounce up. You know, the left hand side little screw platforms bounce up, so we can just get the chain chomp up here. I'm having a lot of trouble talking today. I don't know why. I don't know. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping recently, so I'm gonna put it down to lack of sleep as my main troubles with this one. Why can you talk so good? Well, I haven't slept, so yeah, of course. That old barrel of bolts. Anyway, we do need to push this here chain chomp down here and just leave momentum do its course, because no matter what, the chain chomp, as long as you don't manipulate it too much, will always land by here. And well, that's a very easy wall thing to find. He will always land right in front, right underneath the beads, which means you can quite easily lure him to your position. Come on, it's a goodbye. Come on, chain chomp. Come on, chain chomp. Oh, so good chain chomp. Boom, boom. But yeah, as you can tell, it's just a switch puzzle with a chain chomp. You push the chain chomp into each of these switches, and Bob is your uncle. Now, you don't want to go straight up into that pipe though, because to our left, there is the final happy flower, which we need, because it makes me happy, it should make you, the viewers, happy, and it certainly makes Yoshi happy. And trust me, no one likes a sad Yoshi. Sad Yoshi's a bad Yoshi. I should have like a, like I said, nibbled on the buttocks on the Banjo-Kazooie playthrough. I should have it pop up on the screen. Official quote, 2015. A sad Yoshi is a bad Yoshi. Boop. But, I digress. Anyway, die, peasants! Feel the avalanche! It's a stampede! Yeah, just push all of the, world chain chomps down the slope, and Bob is your uncle. That is everything in the stage over and done with, collected, ladies and gentlemen, so delicious! Now, unfortunately, we do get access to a bonus stage. Now, why is that unfortunately? It's because we've already beat that bonus stage. It's already one we've seen. So you people won't get to see the glory of it because it's wasting time. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste your time in this playthrough. I want to make this as quick and streamlined an LP as physically possible. Although I want to say right now, if there's any stages later down the line that require me 100%ing each level, which basically means getting full health at the end of a stage, along with all the other collectibles, including stamps, I'm probably not going to show that off in the LP, because I just can't be bothered to go through every single stage and make sure I don't get hit once, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, it can be quite frustrating to do no-hit runs. But hey, let's grab our new Yoshi buddy, which I kind of like the little green things on its nose and back, I don't know. Either way, it's time to take on the next fortress stage of the game and take on down the next boss. And as you can guess, Koopa? 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 Well, it's not Bowser Koopa, but yeah. Any Yoshi aficionados? Well, not Yoshi aficionados, because I don't actually know if Koopas are in the earlier Yoshi games. I don't recall if they were. Actually, I think they were, yeah, in some of the later stages. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played Yoshi's Island, but any Mario aficionados especially will recognize Koopas as, well, they're the main force of Bowser Koopa. They're the main antagonists of the Mushroom Kingdoms for the most part, ladies and gentlemen. And they work just as they do in Mario. You basically jump on them once, and they will go into their shell. And if you jump on the shell, you will be able to shoot the shell across the screen. Now, one of the unique things about Koopas, though, ladies and gentlemen, is we can't eat them fully. Anyway, we can sort of gobble them up a little bit, but we can't permanently eat them and swallow them and turn them into yarn balls because their shell's just too damn hard, yo. So what we need to do is spit out the shell at certain obstacles and what have you, and try our best to use the shell to our advantage. Although there is a way to permanently get rid of the shell, and that's simply using the ground pound ability, which you're going to be wanting to do a lot, ladies and gentlemen, because the Koopas, they're very annoying in this game. And I think it's primarily due to their placements. You know, the places where the Koopa shells are usually located, because I just find myself spitting out shells by accident, or walking into a Koopa by accident, or I don't know, I just do a lot of stupid mistakes when I'm playing this stage, ladies and gentlemen, and it causes my health to go down. This is one of the first stages where I actually got killed. Legitimate kills as well, not the rubbish bleh, I made a mistake killed, but this is the first stage where I legitimately died. Not in the playthrough, mind you. I didn't die in the playthrough, but came close. And it's all because I'm not very used to Koopas. I'm not good at handling Koopa type of characters. But I keep forgetting a lot of the time you can ground pound them. So every time I see a Koopa, I try to gobble it up, and sometimes I try to be clever with how I'm shooting my shells at enemies, but me being clever usually gets me killed or hurt more often than not, so there's that. But Jesus Christ, we decimated the Shy Guy Brigade there, Jesus H. Oh, I feel sorry for the poor sods. Shy Guys, you poor people. But as you can guess, the boss of this fortress is a Koopa, as it said, pretty much as we loaded up the stage. Which is quite interesting, because I don't think I really know of many Koopa-based bosses that isn't Bowser Koopa himself, so I don't know, it's quite interesting. Although one thing I do find really annoying is if you go through a pipe and you're holding a shell in your mouth, it's both annoying and a good thing, you'll lose the shell, so yeah, it can be quite tricky. And to get our third happy flower, we do have to backtrack to the beginning of the stage, so jump cuts! Wow, it's like magic. Nice teleport, Yoshi. Or as Electrical Beast would say, nice teleport. Teleport, Mario. I love Electrical Beast's LP of Mario 64. I really want that guy to go back into Let's Playing, goddammit. He entertained me so damn much. There needs to be an online petition. Bring back Electrical Beast as a Let's Player. And if those of you haven't seen Electrical Beast Let's Play, just look him up, look up his Mario 64 LP, and it's the stuff of legends. It's legitimate. It is the stuff of legends. Now anyway, that Koopa shell there I find quite interesting. You can't gobble it up or anything. It's just a piece of yarn that you can bounce on, and it's essentially the 8-bit Koopa shell, but in 3D. For the most part, I just tend to ignore it, what can I say, but hey, another happy flower, wow! But no, I can't stress enough, ladies and gentlemen. If none of you if you haven't seen Electrical Beast Let's Play of Mario 64, even though he stopped Let's Playing at the point in time, or at least as far as I'm aware right now, it's just worth checking out, even though that's his only LP. It's truly the stuff of legends, you know. I don't know, I think it's his accent that does it for me mainly. Like, if I was to do the same LP with the same commentary, it would probably come off as shit. But because of my accent, no, not because of my accent, because of his accent, it just works, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, you got a lot of these platforms by here, and this room by here can be quite deceptive, and you will find yourself probably run out of yarn balls during the course of this particular stage. I always run out of yarn balls, and I always have to do backtracking in order to collect more balls from the Yoshi platforms, or look for a lone, very poor and terrified Shy Guy to, well, kill. That's the most blunt way I can put it, actually. I need to look for a Shy Guy so I can kill him and use his bodily remains as a weapon. Actually, that sounds like something out of Resident Evil. We must first extract the remnants of the Shy Guys. And then, and only then, will the Shy Guy be useful to our operation. But I digress. Anyway, that cloud drove me bloody nuts, because I ran out of eggs just as I was about to hit this bloody cloud. Anyway, I did a little bit of editing to see what's inside this cloud. It's health. And as you can tell, I lost almost all of my health getting back to this point, so honestly, I made zero progress, which is kind of why I'm glad I edited all of that out. So yay, progress, I suppose. But there we go, we got hold of the key, we got through this entire castle, so now we're into this doorway now and see what's awaiting us. I do find it really interesting though that the way they do lava in this game is just basically red hot yarn. I don't know, red hot wool on the ground. It's such a weird thing, but I like it. It's such a big charm. Like, this game has so much charm, it's unbelievable. It hurts, you know, ladies and gentlemen, how much charm this game has. You just get the feeling that the game developers loved what they were doing when they made this game. But I digress. Oh my god, that was some Michael Jordan shit right there. I'm gonna bounce the ball off the wall into the bad guy. Yes. Hardcore parkour. But anyway, that is that for that stage, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really screwing up my speech today. Ladies and gentlemen, so now we're going to head into here and it's time to take on the next boss fight. Hey Kamek, what's up?
Eek, still think you can mess with my plans? Notwing, you're up! So up above and squish that Yoshi!
Yeah, come on, you not. What? I forgot your name already. That's how irrelevant you are. But anyway, the deal with this Koopa is he's gonna fly up at the top of the screen and occasionally ground pound on top of you. Just keep moving and you won't get hurt. And whenever he lands, all you need to do is simply gobble up his wings, which will allow you to ground pound his body and do massive damage. You know, it's a typical hit the weak point for massive damage sort of affair, and this boss fight really is the same thing constantly. It's really easy boss fight, probably one of the easiest in the game. At least, I say easiest in the game. It's probably the easiest out of all the bosses we fought so far. The only threat to this boss is the shell attack where he goes fucking schizo and just jumps and bounces across all the walls. But just keep out of his way. He should be easy enough to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? During each additional phase, he will bounce an extra time as well, but again, it means nothing. Just keep ground pounding him, hit the weak point, and he is done, dusted. We have completed the World 2 Tower, ladies and gentlemen, which means we are now halfway through World 2. Yeah, buddy! Woo! I don't know if you can hear that, but it's currently pouring down. I apologize if you can hear that, ladies and gentlemen. The weather hasn't been kind to me recently. But I digress. See what kind of reward, see what type of Yoshi we get. Hey, a new power badge. I know I really don't use the power badges that often. I know they're there to help me out in the game, but I don't know, I just ignore them for the most part. So I do apologize if you people getting frustrated, foaming at the mouth. Use the power badges, for God's sake. I do apologize. But I just don't like using those things. I'm a real big hoarder when it comes to power-ups, you know? I don't like using a power-up unless absolutely necessary. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this part. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be stupid, people. I'll catch you all next time when we take on the second half of World 2. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't be sheepish. I'll catch you all then. Bye!